Palumbo here for an Olympia weekend update. Women's bodybuilding, women's physique, done for prejudging. We won't know who wins till the night show, but it is interesting to speculate in the women's bodybuilding, which seems to be gaining more and more popularity over the years thanks to Jake Wood's support of that sport. Seems like it is going to be a closer battle than we thought. Andrea Shaw, who won the Rising Phoenix show, came in here as a super heavy favorite. She came in looking fantastic. Matter of fact, I feel like she's added muscle definitely from, not only from last year, but from a few weeks ago when she won the Rising Phoenix show. She could have been, I thought, a little bit drier, but she has just got such a beautiful package of, flow, muscle, shape, size, presentation. She's really got it all, and that's what we look for in a complete women's bodybuilding champion. And to be honest with you, there's just not that many women in the division anymore that have everything like that. And I would love to see more women come into women's bodybuilding and really raise the stakes a little bit. But Andrea was pushed more than we thought by another Andrea, or I don't know if she pronounced the name Andrea or Andrea Yeo. I didn't know very much about her. She had a really interesting hairdo, which I think was a little distracting when she first came out. Hopefully, the judges won't see it as distracting, and they didn't. And I said to myself, when I saw her conditioning, she's probably the most peeled women's bodybuilder on that stage. I said, this girl should be second place. When I saw her, that's how good she looked. And sure enough, throughout the prejudging, she worked her way. Sandy moved her here, she moved her there, and she finally moved her into the second position. And it's a two-woman show as far as I'm concerned. Andrea Yeo, Andrea Shaw, take your pick. Andrea is bigger, taller, more muscle. Andrea Yeo, definitely harder, tremendous structure. Maybe a better taper than Andrea Shaw. It's pretty impressive to see how good she is. Not as much muscle as Andrea, probably not as much stage poise as Andrea. I don't think Andrea's going to lose here today. I think this is going to be her third title she's going to get. But man, Andrea Yeo really, really impressed me. She's going to beat two really good girls too. She's going to beat Hella Trevino. And Hella Trevino, I've seen her tighter. I felt like she didn't come in quite as hard and she left the door open, which is something that you really don't want to do at the Miss Olympia competition. And Helly is notorious for coming in super shredded. So I don't know, I felt like she was a little off, maybe holding a little bit of water. She's got more muscle than anyone on stage. She looks like she weighs 200 pounds. She's really big. She's got a lot of mass. That's what this division is about. She flows pretty well. Structurally, not as good as Andrea Yeo or Andrea Shaw, but certainly one of the top girls up there. She's won the title of Rising Phoenix world champion before, so she knows what it is to be a winner. I just don't think she's going to do better than third here today. Margie Martin is going to finish fourth, more than likely. I've seen her tighter before. She's got probably more gifts than almost anyone up there. She's got such round, pretty muscle. She flows well. She knows how to present it. She just was not in the best shape that I've seen her before. She did announce at the press conference that this would be her last Miss Olympia, win, lose, or draw. So this is it for her. She's retiring after this, although the history of me hearing bodybuilders say that bodybuilders usually just take long breaks. They don't usually retire, and then they make comebacks. They love to make comebacks, but I hope we see her back again. I think she still has some unfinished business on this bodybuilding stage, but she's more than likely going to finish in the fourth position. So Andrea Shaw, Andrea Yeo, first and second, battling it out. We'll find out tonight who's going to be crowned Miss Olympia and get that really, really big prize. And, Jake Wood, you got to really take your hat off to this guy. He resurrected women's bodybuilding. He brought it back. He gave them great prizes. He incentivized them to the point of, I don't know why there isn't more women going into women's bodybuilding. There's so much more money in it than women's physique. And you know what? The girls are not that much bigger. So, I think that a lot of women can cross over. If I was a bigger sized women's physique competitor, I would go into women's bodybuilding. But, that remains to be seen. In the women's physique category, we had our reigning champion, Sarah Villegas, have a battle on her hands. Her and Natalia Coelho went 1-2. They brought them out on stage at the end, the two of them alone. I felt that Natalia had better tan, polish, presentation. It was really, really good, as it always is. I think Sarah's got more gifts. She's wider. She's got a better structure. She's got a lot more muscle. It flows really well. I felt her tan could have been darker. I felt that was a little, she kind of left a little door open. I thought she was maybe a little bit flat too, but I know what's going to happen. Sarah's going to come back tonight, tan, super dark, dry probably, and I think she'll slam the door shut on another title. But it is close. I think it's closer than people suspect after prejudging, because I think Natalia was perfect, and I think Sarah was, she left the door open a little bit. Let's see what happens tonight, and we'll find out who's going to win that title. And we'll wrap all that up on our post-Olympia game wrap-up, live with King Kamali, John Hansen, and me. That'll be live right after the finals are over tonight, along with the men's prejudging, of course. We'll go live on the RX Muscle YouTube channel. You're not going to want to miss that. That will be live on our channel. If you don't have a subscription to RX Muscle YouTube channel, hit it now. Turn on your notifications so that you don't miss it when we go live. For now, I'm Dave Palumbo with an RX Muscle News Update.